Now, today let us come to exercise from your class book, page number 40. In extent, when buildings have special names, the first letter of that name, the first letters of that names are written in capital letters. For instance, White House, Taj Mahal, Himatnagar Railway Museum and National Library. Also, names of hotels, hospitals, malls and institutions begin with capital letters. For example, the Grand Hyatt, Cotro Mall, St. Thomas Church and Apollo Hospital. Now, capitalize the sentences wherever necessary. So here, you are required to capitalize. What do you mean by capitalize? You already know that you have already learned the special nouns, proper nouns, common nouns. Okay, let us see the rules for capitalizing. Here, this is the clue for you. This is called mints. Okay, here N stands for months and days. You already know that the names of the months or the names of the days are always written starting with first letter should always be capital. Okay. Next is I. I stands for the pronoun I. Whenever you write using the pronoun I, it should always be capital. Next, N stands for names. Okay. All the proper nouns like names of people, places. Okay. Like we read just now names of hospitals, hotels, etc. Okay. Thus, all the special names should begin with capital letters. Okay. Let's come to T here. T means titles. For example, titles of books. Okay. All the titles should begin with a capital letter. So, suppose you are talking about Harry Potter. So, you will write H capital and also P will be capital. Now, let's come to S. S means the first letter in a sentence is always capital. The starting letter in the first word of the sentence is always capital. So these are the hints which you should always remember when you are doing the exercise for capitalizing. Now here in the book you are given few sentences. Out of that I will explain only one and the rest you are going to do on your own. So the sentence is, so this is the sentence number 4 from your class book. Now let us capitalize. So first letter in a sentence is always capital. So we will make it capital here. We stayed in Hilton Hotel. Remember, special names begin with capital letter. So here H will be capital. Also, Hilton Hotel is the name. So here H from hotel will also be capital. Hilton Hotel. When we went to the UK. Here UK stands for United Kingdoms. U and K both will be capital. Okay. So this is the way you are going to solve the exercise related to capitalizing. Now let's come to the section G from page number 41 of your class book. It says informal letters are written to your loved ones and often begin with dear and end with love or best regards. Fill in the blanks to finish this incomplete letter. So here on page number 41, you are required to write an informal letter. Okay, this topic is from writing skills. It is not included in grammar. It is included in writing skills. So here you are asked to write an informal letter. What is an informal letter? Informal letters are generally written to your friends or maybe cousins or other relatives. Okay, while formal letters are written to some official authorities. Okay, so that is the main difference between formal letters and informal letters. Okay, style of writing differs. Okay, so just now let us see only about how to write informal letters. Okay, as I told you, informal letters are written generally to your friends, cousins, other relatives. Okay, so here we use casual language. Okay, even though the language is casual, still we have to use soft and kind words. We cannot use harsh or rude words. Okay, generally we start with salutation, like dear and the name of your friend if you are going to write the letter to your friend, or dear aunt, to whomsoever you are writing the letter. That is called salutation. Okay, and then we start writing with the letter. So here you already have some sentences in your book. Okay, they have given the pattern in which you are required to write the informal letter. Okay, so let us read it. Dear dash. So here after dear you will write the name of your friend because you are asked to write a letter to your friend. Okay, fill in the blanks to finish and complete this letter. So dear dash, whatever the name of your friend, you can write that name over there. I am so excited to come dash this year. So here in this blank you will write the place where you are going to go. Okay, imagine yourself that you are writing the letter to your friend and you have to think in that manner. You have to imagine things in that manner and then only you can fill in the correct word in the blanks. Okay, so here I am so excited to come to dash this year. So maybe you may write Mumbai, Delhi, wherever you want to go, name of that place. When mom told me about our trip, I wanted to dash right away. So you wanted to what? You want to start right now, isn't it? This is just the way in which you can fill in the blanks. I am just giving you clues how you can write the letter. Okay. So get ready dash in your room. So only when you read what is given next, you get some hint, some clue that what words you can write in the blank over there. So here, so get ready dash in your room. So naturally if you go to someone's place, then you will require place in their house, isn't it? So we can say, so get ready to give me place in your room. Or another good word will be to accommodate me in your room. Okay. When does your dash start? So what could it be? Certainly it won't be exam, isn't it? So it must be vacation because only in vacations you go to your friend's place or maybe to your relatives, isn't it? So that word would be vacation. How are your pets? I will. There you have so written over there, but if you read the rest of the sentence, you will understand that it has to be C over there. I will dash after dash. Let's read the next sentence. Have they grown? Now here you are not really understanding what is to be written. So let us read and get the clues from the other sentences that are given over there. So let us read ahead. Have they grown? Are there any new kittens? Now, here you have a clue that you are talking about the kittens. That means you are talking about the pets your friend must be having. Okay, so now let us come back to that blank again. How are your pets? I will dash after dash. So it must be I will see them after some years, maybe 3 years, 2 years, whatever the period. That is your personal response. So you may write, how are your pets? I will see. You can mention the name of the pets like Kitty and Tom or any other names you like after 3 years. Have they grown? Are there any new kittens? This year we learned this year we learned dash. Again, in this blank you are not able to understand what exactly to write. So what we have to do? We have to read the next sentence to get the hint. So let us read ahead. Have you had any squirrels as pets before? Now here you immediately come to know that now squirrel is talked about as a pet. Okay, so you will include that in the previous sentence. Like this year we learned you also have a new pet squirrel. Okay, because only when you read the next line you will get the hint what to write in the previous blank. Okay, this is a technique which you can use. You should read the next sentence and then get the clue and then come back and fill in the blank. Okay, so our sentence will be this year we learned you also have a new pet squirrel. Have you had any squirrels as pets before? I will dash. Now here what would you write? Maybe you can write I will love to play with it. Isn't it? Now you will be talking about the what you will like to do with the pet squirrel. Isn't it? Let's go ahead. Let's read what is given. Like last year, we can watch dash and eat all of our favorite foods. So hurry and select all the movies we should watch together. Now when you read the next sentence, you understand that now you are talking about movies. So what would you write in the blank? Let us read again. Like last year, we can watch what? Movies. Because now when you read the next sentence, you immediately get the clue. So our sentence will be like last year, we can watch movies and eat all of our favorite foods. So hurry and select all the movies we should watch together. Mom has promised to take us dash. So this will be a place where your mom must have promised you to take. Okay. So this will have name of a place. Maybe you can write to the zoo or to the beach. Whatever you can think about. It is again personal response. Okay. And dad has promised dash. Again this will be your personal response. You have to think what must dad have promised you to do. Okay, so that you will write. Suppose for example, mom has promised to take us to the zoo and dad has promised to take leave and join us. So this is just one example. You can have many more variety in that. You have to think, imagine and then fill in the blanks. Anyway, I am going to pack right now. What do you dash from here? Now what do you dash from here? In that what must be the writer wanting to ask? It will be what do you want me to get from here? Yes. So this is the concluding sentence of the letter, and whenever you finish before finishing the letter we always write love or with love or best regards in informal letters. Okay, so your last line will be love, then put a comma and then you will write your own name. So this is the format in which you are supposed to write the informal letter. Okay, now let us see what is the homework for you to do. Homework will be class book, page number 41. Capitalize the sentences wherever necessary. It is already discussed in the video. And also writing an informal letter. You will just have to fill in the blanks and complete the letter. This you will be doing in your English notebook. Don't forget to write date and the topic.